Hello guys, it's me, Preston, and we're back for another episode of Genshin Impact. And Cole just wants to tell you, you better subscribe,
Welcome. I hope you'll have a wonderful
or you're gonna
day.
result like
Don't you
Lemta
remember
here.
your adventure
There are
plans,
so
my
many
lady?
So, anyways, we're gonna go to the Grand Bazaar and continue on with the Archon quest. IRL, I have been putting this off. Really, I've been putting it off for like multiple days. It's because I wanted to like grind before I started to continue on, and I was expecting like the Archon quest to end like soon after Ruka Nevada's death, or second death, whatever. I don't have the navigation open. So, let's go on stage. Oh, we're all gonna be sitting down like back in Inazuma. That's nice. Sitting.
Everybody's
sitting.
already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Sino said it.
Ah, there you are.
Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Oh my gosh, you could just push
You look
Dia
like you came here
into the water
immediately after
down
finishing
there.
up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow, Paimon can't wait. Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
I ended up finding like a random moto on our kitchen counter, so I decided to just put it on my charger and just charge it.
Whoa, it's so delicious.
Why is no one
this
sitting?
It tastes amazing.
It looks so
The food
weird.
was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
I love Unizad, man.
My lady
like, she's
sure
so
has a way with words.
enthusiastic.
Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of
Is
it,
everyone here?
we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, everyone should be here.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really?
And me
Why do
having
I
the ability
remember
to whoop
everybody
Skirmish's
thinking that luck
ass.
was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show.
Very weird.
Everyone played their
but
part.
okay.
And thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success. So, would you say we're good actors too?
That's one more talent under our belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Returned to the Academia, abandoned and neglected.
Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it.
Oh, Ruka Nevada is erased permanently. I don't think this, actually no, it probably did affect the other archives. Probably did affect the other Archons. And since Dunyarzad does not know anything about Ruka Nevada now, because Ruka Nevada erased herself from the timeline.
This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
No.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Just remember
Something
it
wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Oh my goodness, dude. Like, I was wondering, why is he questioning about, like, the abandoned and neglected? Don't mind me, my mind was elsewhere.
Even if those two giants of the academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
It seems that everyone forgot about Greater Lord Ruka Nevada. Their understanding of Sumeru has completely changed. Now everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's Archon all along. Wait! Kusanali was not immune to the Ruka Nevada erasure, so she probably believes herself to be the original Archon. Interesting. But it probably did not change the timeline anyway. It wasn't like any like time shenanigans, it was just memory. So maybe I'm the only one in all of Teyvat who remembers that Greater Lord Ruka Nevada ever existed. As the witness of all that happened, I shall respect her choice and keep the secret for her.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
I'm not gonna lie, if I ever actually have to use a line like this, I'll probably use it. And then...
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all? So that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
Because he didn't want his way of life to be interrupted.
It's reason enough.
And
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
Oh,
Well, all
my
right then.
goodness.
How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Talk to everyone. And
Ah,
get
there
something
you are,
first.
traveler. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it.
It's great. Thanks for inviting me.
That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a fairy tale. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
We have a message to tell you. Oh yeah, we tell Sataria's
I'm honored
message.
to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
Whoever is over here, which it is Sino.
The atmosphere here is good. And everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering.
Yeah. I don't often come to such places. But it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around.
It's alright, don't worry about us.
There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast is pretty good. I like it.
I'm trying to look for a thumbnail.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello! Oh, I'm so happy Nilou invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
My pleasure, I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Interesting.
My lady, the
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else
This
is
is why we
Oh,
need a
I'm so
skip
happy.
Hey,
button.
less of that...
Oh my gosh, that was painful.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
Huh, I thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts, unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
He's more than happy being an asshole to Kava. Oh my gosh, bro. Finally, people are sitting down, damn it.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
I'm suddenly a little sleepy.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once you put something yummy in your tummy.
Really?
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
Perfect. Flip. I need to fit this around the head. Is it because I didn't sleep well last night that I feel sleepy all of a sudden? Huh? Seems like someone is here. Who would be doing this? It wouldn't be Scaramouche, right? Scaramouche is currently MIA.
It's me.
Oh my goodness, she low-key scared the shit out of me when she did that. I was straight up expecting another Harbinger to pop out of the floor or something, but nope, it's just our little turnip. It looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The
Aww.
connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Is there anything you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time.
You want to know something? I thought the event was... I thought, like, the thing was going to be way different. In that she was actually going to have, like, a model similar to Amber's. By that, I mean, like, size-wise. Not design. No, not even close. But, in that we were just going to be coming in. She was going to be ruling pretty badly. In that... as we got to know her more and more throughout the quest, we would actually have to help her rule Sumeru. But no, I actually thought she would be taking like a lot more active role ruling her kingdom. But
although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
what is it?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Oh. So that's what it is about, Nahida. It'd be better if you could do it yourself.
Is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
Oh no. Some things in this world must be done by yourself. Oh man, he's not gonna let the cuteness, he's not gonna let her adorableness make it defeat him.
If I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they?
Yes. A very good thing to be worried about.
What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want.
It'll be fine. Please, don't worry too much.
Let me think about it. Okay.
Okay. Have you made up your mind? I'm not gonna lie, like, out of all of the Archons, this is like the most wholesome and adorable.
Yes, I have.
Oh. That's good. Wait, huh?
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So...
Oh my goodness, she's gonna do the good old classic mind
I've
control.
decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The Flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Then at least promise me you won't say anything weird when you're in my body. Bro. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so weird.
Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me.
Oh.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dingerzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
See, just like I said, everybody is very happy to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Oh my goodness, this is the thumbnail. Just in case it's been saved correctly. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is a cursed abomination of a thumbnail. And I regret making
Are
it.
you awake? Did you rest well?
I think I slept alright.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony.
That is not a good thing.
All right, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida?
The death of Gatsby.
She should be in the Academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
I have video. Well, when you guys are seeing this episode, it's gonna be on the 30th. No, not the 30th. The 20th. And then I'm gonna create videos for both Your Turn to Die and Doki Doki Literature Club after this. Or at least I should start working on those series again because I really loved doing it. It was really fun. Naku weed. I actually ended up getting Kaching because I lost the 50-50. And yes, I did 20 pulls, 10 pulls on Nahida's banner.
Let's finish this quickly.
Damn, Kaching, no need to be aggressive. You cannot tell me that little garment on her, it looks exactly like a Naku weed. If you weren't playing since launch, you would expect that to be one of her Ascension materials. And honestly, that is a lot easier to collect than Core Lapis and Whopper Flower Nectar.
Speed of light.
And I just like that ability because it is very, very simple to use. And it can help me during transportation, so I don't really use her as DPS. I think that would be interesting to have like a second Electro character, which either Kaching or Sino are going to occupy that area, but I'll probably have to slowly build them over time and not build them right off the bat like I had done with D-Luke, tried to do with Razor. And it's because I need to farm all of Kaching's materials and all of Sino's materials. I already got all of Sino's boss drops. Like, I don't need any more of his boss drops. But I need to farm all the boss drops for her. Go to the Sanctuary of Surasthana. I thought you had to go through the House of Dana. I don't know how to get to the Sanctuary of Surasthana. And there's a precious chest in here, but I can never find it. Like, I can see it when, like, I glitched the academia out, but, like, whenever I get in here normally, I cannot find the damn thing for the life of me. And the thumbnail that I made for my, Death of Gatsby video was insanely cursed. But... I'm recording this on, like, November 6th. And, bro, I have been avoiding a lot of Archon Quest content because I hadn't yet finished it. Looks like the phone is not turning on. I guess I'll leave it charged for a couple minutes. It's above me, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There's Kaching. I'm not gonna lie, Kaching kind of looks scary looking up from the ground under her face. I want to find that elevator and try and go up it, because I think I can go up it now.
Incoming! Hey!
I thought I had a better distance, but... Hey, can't be too greedy, right? I've been drinking tea for like the past couple of weeks. I thought it would allow you to fall down further, but, oh my gosh, she is so small!
Nahida!
You want to know
travelers,
something?
Paimon?
Nahida's actually probably taller than Paimon.
What a fantastic night! I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know?
Okay. The part of the quest that I have been waiting for. That's gonna be the last question that we ask about the Akasha.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently.
Oh,
But this is
Genshin Impact
definitely not a
Google.
bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as for the future of Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the Academia. The former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally. I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
Okay. About what happened after I fell asleep that
You
day.
mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Did he take your note? We all know that he took them, but like...
Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor.
Oh my gosh. I didn't talk about it Or at least I probably did, but you guys couldn't hear me because I was back here. But, I was probably thinking about this. If the Heavenly Principles have not been active in a while, the bitch who ended up taking my sister and giving her the fate of trying to overthrow Celestia and basically causing us to embark on this gigantic adventure, we have to fight the Heavenly Principles, or at least I feel like we're gonna fight them, and then I think the Heavenly Principles are gonna try and kill our sister, and then we have to fight the Heavenly Principles to protect her, and then our sister is gonna bump in, and then we'll have to fight her, or brother if you chose Lumine, but Aether. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with some shit on Discord. Which, by the way, I have a Discord server, and there will be a link to it in the description. I'm not sure if the link works or not. I'll probably have to check that. But, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, does that mean that the Heavenly Principles aren't doing anything? Like literally nothing? And does that mean that they're not even gonna try and stop the Tsaritsa?
I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it.
Damn.
I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place.
Nahida, you're an
And
absolute
as
Chad.
for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the Doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom.
You better fess up about what that knowledge was. Okay. But honestly, out of all three, like the three previous Archons, if I were to combine all the info that they gave us, you want to know something? Nahida has spat out more shit that was actually useful than them three combined. All they did was just vaguely infer. Like, that's all they did. Vagueness. She straight up told us.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather.
Yeah,
I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself.
So Nahida's
His
gonna...
future will be determined by fate.
So Nahida's gonna play therapist? Wait, are we gonna hear the name of the next Archon?
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the Nation of Justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in the judicial system.
If we do not see Yanfei or Kuki motherfucking Shinobu come there on like vacation or something, I want this to happen. Like the first couple of acts is like establishing Fontaine, right? And then at the end of second act, the Traveler gets caught in like a mini boss fight. He ends up defeating the guy and the guy dies. and then the Traveler gets framed for murder, and then Yanfei, or Shinobu, if they're actually in the quest, in the entire third act, we see the Archon come out, and she reveals herself as the judge of the entire thing, and then, like, the jury's behind her, and then the executioner is sitting next to her. And then as the trial takes place, we have to get evidence and defend ourselves. I want that to happen. It's the nation of justice. How can that not happen?
Does their Archon personally judge people? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials.
Focalor.
However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality.
Okay. So the name of the next Archon is Focalor. Got it. So we got Barbatos, Morax, Baal, or is it Beelzebub? I don't know. I always get them confused. Baal and Kusanali, Focalor. Okay. I got nothing else to say.
Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet? Huh? You mean... About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
But we both came from beyond the Sea of Stars.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on him or his sister.
I have to disagree with Paimon on that. I think their actions will be recorded. For example, like the many heroic acts that the Traveler has committed, that will be imprinted into Irminsul. For example, him saving Mondstadt from Storm Terror, him saving Liyue from Asile, the Overlord of the Vortex, blah blah blah. I feel like all of that will be interpreted, but like no one will be like 2,000 years in the future from when Genshin Impact takes place. People are not going to be knowing where in the did the Traveler come from. One day he just dropped out of the sky or something. Like, they'll be able to trace Paimon back because Paimon's a being of Teyvat. She did not come with the Traveler. She just popped out of the ocean one day like a fish. So...
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you.
I feel like they should have... Like...
There must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
Okay. Due to how Irminsul works, I believe that it should record, like, the actions. Like, as soon as they landed, it records their actions. So...
What?
Huh? Nani?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
How's this possible? We journeyed the Sea of Stars all our lives until we came here. How could you possibly hail from Teyvat? Things don't add up. Is there something wrong with my memories? Or is it this world that has done something to her?
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
Do you have any further intel?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Khaenri'ah. After the Khaenri'ah disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy. What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her?
I feel like it should do something like that to our Traveler as well. It just hasn't done that. Like, it has like a sort of delay when it's recording events or something like that.
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, Who knows what else they're capable of?
Could it be related to the Abyss? I think it's either the Heavenly Sustainer or the Abyss.
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What the fuck is a Descender?
What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it.
Is that like a third villainous
Look,
faction?
I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my gnosis, right?
Yeah, what do you
A
think?
very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't
I'm
belong
sorry,
to this
Kusanali
world.
Main, I cannot allow you in.
Traveler, you are Tevat's fourth Descender.
Fourth? Okay. Let me get this straight. Descenders are people that aren't from Tevat, but they came down from the stars. What the f... I don't get it. Oh, my brain's melting. How does the Traveler identify as a Descender and his sister does... Man, Theory Crafters are gonna have a field day with this one.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them?
Who the fuck are the other 3 Descenders? Like, is it like every several thousand years, like Celestia has like a Descender comes down onto Tevat? Like,
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles.
so the woman who banished me to this place, the bitch who took my sister, is a Descender. Well,
As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
I really want to know who they are.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions.
You just gave me a lot more
I must say,
questions.
I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them.
Okay. I'm gonna say this right now. Like, this answered a lot of my questions. Like, we learned a little bit more about Fontaine, because, like, I have to say, the two regions that we know the least about are Fontaine and Natlin. Natlin is number 1, Fontaine's number 2, and Snezhnaya is in number 3. The reason why is because, like, the main antagonists are from Snezhnaya, so we're probably going to learn a little more about that. And we already have one Snezhnayan character. So, we're probably going to know what the visions look like. Just take a look at Child's Vision. There, Snezhnayan. And we're probably going to be able to see a lot more. So, I'm going to say this right now. A lot of my questions have been answered. It's just that a lot more of them popped up. Descenders. How in the fuck did Lumine get classified as a Tevatian life form, but the Traveler doesn't? It makes no damn sense. Same here, I'll need some time to reflect on what you've said.
And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
Yeah.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
Guys, hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. I don't know how long it's been. I feel like my little explanations and theorizing between dialogue made it longer. But as I walk here towards Fontaine, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because next time we might just say hello to Focalors. Can you hurry the fuck up, Traveler?